Joshua Baker, and his mom, number 2, Jeanette Baker. He has earned a 1 varsity letter in football and a 3-year member of 4-H, where he showed goats, and he is part of the yearbook. After graduation, plans to exercise psychology, and he's undecided on a school. Congratulations, Bryce. Let's give it up for Mr. Bryce Baker. Next senior, Blake Allen Bates, escorted by his parents Christy and Joe Bates. Blake is a 3-year letterman in football and also had lettered in track. He plans to go straight into the workforce, move out, and adopt a rescue dog. Let's give it up for senior Blake Bates. Next is Ethan Carpenter, escorted by his father Matt Watson, mother Christina Watson, and sister McKenna. He has earned letters in football and Warrior Club basketball. He is an academic letter winner. He also participates in Challenger football and baseball teams. Ethan plans to defer graduation for 2 years in order to attend Mid-East Best program. Let's give it up for senior Ethan Carpenter. Next is Liam Kelly, escorted by his parents Kevin and Sonia Kelly. He is a 2-year varsity football letterman. Liam plans to join the military, attend college to earn a degree in engineering. Let's give it up for senior Liam Kelly. Next is Marcus Masters, escorted by his mother Rochelle Masters. Marcus is a varsity letter winner in football and track, a member of the National Honor Society, and participated in youth leadership in Guernsey County. He also enjoys spending time with his girlfriend and hanging out with family, friends, and especially his brother, Kyle. Kyle is planning to attend Kent State University to study sports medicine, get a job, settle down with his girlfriend, and get about 30 dogs and 1 hairless cat. Let's give it up for senior Marcus Masters. Next is Austin Payton. He is escorted by his parents Dustin and Jennifer Payton. He's a 2-year varsity football letterman. He also, in college, credits plus program here at Buckeye Trail High School. Austin plans to attend Ohio University and major in physical therapy. Let's give it up for senior Austin Payton. Next is Connor Pushcarriage. He is escorted by his parents Clint and Kelly Pushcarriage. Connor's a 3-year letterman in football and a member of the National Honor Society and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He plans to attend college, earn a degree in business, and he also plans to continue to grow his shoe collection. How many do you have? A lot. Let's give it up for senior Connor Pushcarriage. Next is Colton Shepard. He is escorted by his mother Penny Shepard. He is a 3-year football letterman and has also lettered in baseball. He earned the Most Improved Offensive and Defensive Player awards for football. He was named one of the top small school offensive linemen in Ohio and earned a special mention All-Ohio honors last year. Colton plans to graduate, get a job, get married, win the lottery, and party. Let's give it up for senior Colton Shepard. Next is Nick Burris. He is escorted by his parents Dolores and Matt Burris. Nick is a 3-year letterman in football. Nick plans to, after graduation, to join the Powerline program. Let's give it up for Mr. Senior Nick Burris. Now moving on to the marching band seniors. Jacob Cruz. He is escorted by his parents Heather and Matthew Cruz, member of the Mid-East Multi-Skilled Health Tech program. Buckeye Trail High School Marching Band. He plans after graduation to become a paramedic for United Ambulance Services here in Cambridge. And if that's the case, I'll see you out the park. Let's give it up for senior Jacob Cruz. Next is Kylie Lalatin. She is escorted by her mother, Kendra Mitchell, father, Brad Lalatin, and stepdad, Sean Mitchell. She is a 2-year letter winner in marching band. She's received the Outstanding Leadership Award for marching band, and she is an active member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Kylie plans to study psychology at Ohio University in Zanesville and eventually get a job as a therapist. Let's give it up for senior Kylie Lalatin. Next is Emma Adele Stratton. She is escorted by her parents Brooke and Trey Stratton, member of the Student Council, Tri-M National Honor Society, Foreign Language Club, and the Marching Band, 3-year Academic All-Warrior Award winner, and 3-year Academic Letter winner. Emma plans to buy an RV and go on a road trip across these states united, where her best friend, Caitlin Lestrange. After she has returned, she plans to attend Ohio University. She has no plans after this. Let's give it up for senior Emma Stratton. Next is Miss Haley Thomas. She is escorted by her parents Roy and Liz Thomas. She is a member of the marching band and has participated in many honor bands and OMEA solo and ensemble. She is a member of the Cambridge City Band and the All Ohio State Fair Band. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and Tri-M Music Honor Society. Haley plans to attend college in Florida to double major in marine biology and music performance. After college, she plans on working with the ocean life in Florida. And let's give it up for senior Haley Thomas. Now moving on to cheerleading. Chloe Eltringham. She is escorted by Luke and Courtney Hutchison and Jason and Heather Eltringham. She has earned a JV golf letter and has earned 2 varsity letters in football cheer. She has also participated in pom and basketball cheer. Chloe earned the Spirit Award at the NCAA cheer camp as a sophomore, Most Improved Chair Award in football as a sophomore, and also an All-American nominee for NCAA cheer this year. She is part of the graphic art and design program at Mid-East Buffalo, part of the Skills USA program, and has earned an Outstanding Academic Award in Government. Chloe plans to attend college and major in the arts while minoring in journalism. She also plans to travel the world and see as much as she can see. Let's give it up for senior Chloe Eltringham. Moving on to cross country, Matthew Garcia, escorted by his parents Daniel and Janet Garcia. He has earned letters in track and cross country. He is a member in robotics program at the vocational school and has earned a certificate of achievement in robotics. He is also a member of the 4-H club here in Guernsey County. Pursue a career in filmmaking and animation. Let's give it up for senior Matthew Garcia. Next is Juliana Kindness. She is escorted by her mother, Christina Kindness. She has earned 3 letters in cross country, and she is a member of the FFA, Future Farmers of America. Juliana plans to attend college, but is currently undecided on a school and major. Let's give it up for the 2020 senior, Juliana Kindness. Last senior for the night is Tegan Williams. He is escorted by his parents Jason and Terada Williams. He has earned a 2-year varsity letter in track, a 1 academic letter, and 3 varsity letters in cross country. He plans after graduation to attend the United States Naval Academy for Engineering. After, he plans to serve the military for a while and eventually use his engineering degree. Let's give it up for senior Tegan Williams. Let's give it up for all the seniors tonight with the class of 2021. Thank you, and good luck and best wishes to all the seniors in 2021.
Should be good. That means your microphones are on.
Okay.
We just put up the set
Please rise and remove your hats for the Buckeye Trail Alma Mater by the Warrior Marching Band. Will you please join me in a moment of silence that happened on September 11, 2001, and those that are affected by that still today, the reason for our American flag to be at half-staff. Thank you. And now to honor the East States United, our military personnel serving here and abroad, those veterans who stand beside you now, and the ones who gave the ultimate sacrifice so we can play this game tonight. Please stand and remove your hats, gentlemen, while we pay tribute under the direction of Mr. Doug Hanna and the Buckeye Trail High School Marching Band for the playing of our national anthem.
Thank you.
Tom.
Good evening. We would like to welcome you to beautiful Old Washington, Ohio, and the campus of Buckeye Trail High School for tonight's pivotal IVC showdown in week 3 of the high school football season. The game between the undefeated Malvern Hornets and your Buckeye Trail Warriors, who come in with a record of 1-1. I'm merely Tom Strasser. Colton Wheeler producing the broadcast behind the camera, and I'm truly honored to be joined by my partner in crime, my sidekick, but most of all, he's my teammate, the most electrifying big man to ever come out of Cambridge, Ohio, and he also is known as the sweetest melatones in high school football, the one and only Dave Hodrin. And Dave, the home opener for Buckeye Trail and also senior night, a chance to honor the seniors in their last season in high school.
Yeah, big night for both teams. You know, like you mentioned, the records coming in. This is a great opportunity for Trail to even things up with Malvern in the IVC standings. On senior night, got a really decent crowd here considering, you know, the COVID regulations and everything. Beautiful weather, great night to play a game.
Yes, and it's a nice crowd for as many as they're allowed coming in. It's a nice day to honor the seniors here at Buckeye Trail, and it's also a day to reflect and honor the ones on 9/11. This is 19 years ago, who's so many that lost their lives, and the ones who gave their lives trying to save others. So for everyone that's still affected by that, as we all are, we truly remember the heroes there. Buckeye Trail won the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half, so Malvern will take the ball to start. And we'll look at Malvern's offense. They'll look this way. The left tackle will be number 77, Colin Green. Left guard, number 70, Sam Foster. Center will be number 55, Payton Davis. Right guard will be 52, Bryson White. And the right tackle will be number 50, Caden Grinder, the outstanding quarterback. And we'll talk about him as the broadcast goes on. Will be the outstanding senior, number 10, Dirk Hutchison. Running back, number 1, Adam Moser. And 4 wide receivers, number 7, Noah Ball, the outstanding wide receiver. Number 11, KJ Thomas. 21, Tristan Phillips. And number 9, Trent Sievers. That is the Malvern offense. Malvern 2-0 on the season. Victories over Tusky Valley and Strasburg. And the Tigers from Strasburg will invade Old Washington next week, a game we look forward to bringing as well, as Noah Betts will do the kicking off. And we're underway. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. Ball scooped up at the 28. And coming up the sideline, nice little spin move and good field position out to the 45-yard line. And on the return, that appears to be Tristan Phillips. So first down and 10, good field position for the Hornets.
Yeah, you gotta like that if you're Malvern, coming out with that, get the ball nearly at midfield on your first drive. The returner was able to break, contain, and get up the sideline for, 15-yard return probably
And
on the short kick.
And Malvern, their offense, they'll go 4 wide receivers. Hutchison, quarterback, he'll keep it. And he will be drilled right there. And getting the initial hit there was Dakota Milliken for the Warriors. No gain, second down and 10.
He did. Who's the outside linebacker on the top up there? 14?
Austin Payton.
Yeah, Austin Payton had a great play there. He came up and turned it back in to Milliken to make the tackle. So good job by Austin.
So it'll be second down and 10. Man comes in motion. They give it to Moser. He breaks one tackle. There's a flag down. Payton on the tackle again for the Warriors. After about a 3-yard gain, it may be a holding call. We shall see.
Yeah, I think Colton Shepard, he got some penetration in the line. And to stop him, the guy just grabbed hold of him to take him down.
And Dave, Colton Shepard, one of the seniors honored, this is his first game back after missing the first 2 games. So he's going to have a little extra juice. And Colton brings a lot of juice, 6'5", 299 senior.
Yeah, he's got their biggest offensive lineman by 65 pounds.
Yes. So the holding call will bring it back, second down and 22. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. People around Guernsey County area as well as Malvern tuning in. Here's a fumble, and the Warriors have a chance to get it. Let's see if they have it, and they do. Coming up with the fumble recovery, it's Nick Burris.
Nick Burris, they ran that same side, and Colton Shepard got some penetration there again and disrupted things. And I think the running back looked like he looked up to see where he was going to go with it, and there wasn't a good mesh on the handoff. Dropped the ball.
So a turnover by the Hornets give the Warriors in excellent field position. We'll set the Warrior offense here as we get a chance. They're going to 2 tight end set. Connor Pushkarich will keep it. And he'll get a nice run up the middle for about 4 yards. We'll look at the Warrior offense real quick. Left tackle, 69, Colton Shepard. Left guard, 56, Nick Burris. Center, 53, Landon Coe. Right guard, 52, Dakota Milliken. And the right tackle is 54, Liam Kelly. We'll get to skilled positions after this play. Be 2nd and 5, ball at the Hornet 24. Pushkarich again up the middle. He's got running room, spins out of a would-be tackler, and he will be brought down by Moser, but it'll be down to the 15. Gain of 9. First down Warriors. We mentioned the quarterback, senior Connor Pushkarich. Tight ends, Aiden Snodgrass, 33, and Austin Payton, 14. The wingbacks, number 1, Franco Rome, and Shane Smith, 33. Run up the middle. Push carriage keeps it for about a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards. And the fullback is number 40, Logan Hinkle. So there's your starting offensive lineup for the Warriors.
Yeah, it looks like Trail's just going to be content to just run it right straight at them and, stop us if you can. And so far, they can't.
And, Dave, you talked about the size advantage the Warriors have on the offensive line. Franco Rome in motion. He turns it back inside and gets to the 10-yard line, a gain of about 2.
Good
maybe
running,
to the
good
9.
running by Franco right there. They had shut it down to get to the outside, and he cut back against the grain and picked up a couple yards.
And, partner, do you think the Hornet defense is keying on number 1, Franco Rome, 28 carries last week? Push carriage keeps it up the middle. He gets to about the 9-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and a long 4. We mentioned Franco Rome last week, 28 carries, 180 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. So, Dave, if you started him on your high school fantasy football team, you probably won.
Had a good week.
So, again,
Shepard went in at left tackle on this play, so.
Yeah.
And they haven't ran to the left, out other than maybe off the guard, so maybe they might try to set something up. And they've got their other guys shifted to the right, like they're trying to get, bait the defense that way. Have you noticed how they set the ball now?
Yes. Yeah, the officials, if you're wondering why it looks kind of odd, the officials will not touch the football. They will drop a orange little beanie bag down, and the center will get the ball, break the huddle with the football, and set it down.
The player, whoever ran the ball or whatever, brings it back, gives it to the center, right?
Yes.
And then the center sets the ball down on that, yeah. I noticed that last week, and I didn't understand what was going on. It looked like Sandlot game.
But, Dave, you coach football for a lot of years. What would you say to your center if it's 4th and inches and you don't get it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you think over the course of the game, if you just got an inch or two every play, you can gain several yards that way.
So the Warriors going to spread it out a little bit here. Tyler Dodd, Nick Newhart. To the left, push carriage. Shotgun rolling to the right, looking. He's going to keep it, put his shoulders down, and I believe
he's down to the 5. They marked it at the 5, so
he should have the first down. Well, they moved it back a little bit. It's
Just
going to be close. I thought the initial surge by push carriage gave him the first down. We shall see. And we are going to have a measurement. So, man, this is big right here. Malvern will come up with either a goal line stand or it will be 1st and goal for the blue-cladded Buckeye Trail Warriors.
Obviously you want to score every time you have the ball, but even if the Warriors give up the ball right here, for what they started out on defense with Malvern on the 45, they've flipped the field on them at least now. So
hey, you make the call right here, my man. Does he have it or not?
I thought he had it, but you said he moved it back. Well, I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Just
about 2 or 3 inches.
Inches short. Those inches you were talking about earlier. So credit to Hornet defense for turning the Warriors away. So
I'm saying if you're clear up in this field and you gain 2 inches every once in a while, you'd add that.
My partner always trying to gain 2 inches, I'm telling you. So here we go. First down for the Hornets at the 5-yard line. 3 receivers to the left.
The Buckeye Trail's got to feel good after that initial drive, on the undefeated Malvern team. They was stuffing this again.
Yeah, Moser trying to break containment. He breaks a tackle, turns the corner, and will be knocked out of bounds. He was hit back at the about 1-yard line.
Yeah, he bent it back toward the goal line. It looked like he was in trouble.
Snodgrass will run him out of bounds, so they'll bring it back. So it'll be Second down. Right at the 10-yard line. And the Hornets, they run a spread offense, but they will run the ball up to 75% of the time. Moser again has it up the gut, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like
Colton Shepard ran him down from behind and grabbed in the backfield from his left tackle position.
Yeah, Shepard, and I believe also in on the tackle looked to be Nick Burris as well. So a big play here.
Yeah, Bryce Baker did a good job of jamming everything up on the other side, enabling these guys to, Burris and Shepard to run him down from behind.
Two backs and back for Hutchison over the middle. He's got his man and got a first down. And that is Noah Ball, the 6'4", 180-pound junior, leading receiver for the Hornets, and he's their go-to guy. So first down, Malvern, ball at the 20-yard line. That's a big first down. Malvern would have been punting out of their end zone. Hutchison will keep it up the gut. Not much running room. Burris on the tackle. Dave, both teams that like to run the football, you may be able to catch that 9:15 movie after all. Let me guess.
Which one are we going
Transformer to? Movie.
Hey, still salty over that.
I know. Inside story there, fans. Trust me. I don't want to relive that.
So Malvern they don't pass the ball that much, huh?
But Hutchison can. And he's under pressure, but he's going to tuck it and run it. There's going to be a holding call, which will bring it back. The initial carry by Hutchison gives them the first down yardage, but I think this is coming back.
Yeah, they're having trouble with Colton Shepard.
Dave, Malvern will run it out of the spread the majority of the time, but Hutchison can throw the football.
See, I like that. It looks like that. They've got trail man-to-man in the secondary with no help behind. Boy, you'd think you'd take a shot once in a while.
Now, Dave, Buckeye Trail, their base defense this season, last season, was 3-4. But tonight they've made a change to a 4-3 defense. Why is that?
Well, as you mentioned, that Malvern runs the ball about 75% of the time, even though they're in the spread. So they're putting, more linemen up front. And Shepard has been unblockable so far, and it frees up your linebackers as you may have to double team, some of these linemen like Shepard, because they can't block him one-on-one. He just about got the quarterback in the backfield right there.
Yeah, Snodgrass will clean up the play there as Hutchison kept it. So, it's going to be third down, and we'll call it third down in Quaker City to go for Malvern. 3rd and 18. Pistol formation. Moser in the backfield with Hutchison. He throws. He's got a man. He catches it, gets up the sideline, and gets the first down. And that is Trent Severs, the 5'9", 155-pound senior. And what a spinner Rooney to break a tackle and pick up the extra 10 yards for the first down. Wow.
Yeah, that missed tackle hurt. He had him, I think, short. But like you said, he spun on him and he missed the tackle. First down.
Moser up the gut. He's going to be tackled by Shane Smith, but not before he gets over the 35. Gain of about 4. And Dave, Dirk Hutchison will be one of the best quarterbacks the Warriors will face this year in their 6-game season. If he's not the best, he is sitting at the table with whoever is. So 3 receivers.
He's good size too, you know.
Yes, 3 receivers to the left, and Moser throws it that way. Nearly intercepted. Jumping the route there was Franco Rome. Franco Rome, the KGP Player of the Week last week.
But he read that early too. He was on that. He wasn't even guarding the receiver that they were throwing to. He was on the outside, man. He came flying up. Only problem with that now, you know, up top, they're seeing that and they're saying, hey, if we run that, fake that, he comes up, his man's deep.
3 receivers to the left. Hutchison looking. He's got all day, still looking. Now looks deep. He's got a man, and Severs has it at the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow. That is a 64-yard touchdown pass. Hutchison deceivers, and Malvern's on the board first.
Well, you know, that's one of those deals where initially his initial looks weren't open, and he started bouncing around back there, scrambling, and then you know, if you're in the secondary, if you take a peek at him or something, then you lose your man, and the guy just snuck behind the trail cornerback.
And the extra point is up. It is no good. So 5:10 left here in the opening quarter, and it's Malvern who strikes first. Hutchison, the Severs, 64-yard touchdown pass. Malvern leads 6-0. We'll take a timeout and be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Connor Pushcarriage. I'm a senior. I play for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and I'm a quarterback and free safety. I started playing football when I was in 6th grade.
Welcome back to Old Washington. The home crowd stunned after a 64-yard touchdown pass. And as we get set for the kickoff, Dave, how did Severs get behind the Warrior defense?
Well, you know, all the receivers are running their prescribed routes, and like I said, the Warriors had them all covered. So at that point, the quarterback, Hutchison, started to bounce around, scramble a little bit to buy more time. Well, at that time, you know, that's when good receivers make plays. They look and they run to him, or you know, they slide deep, get behind the secondary, but they find the open area, and that's all that was. That wasn't a fly down the, or a flag pattern down the sideline or anything. The receiver just made a great decision, and the quarterback was on his side of the field, so it was an easy throw for him.
Yeah, Hutchison laid it out there. And after the nice squib kick by Ryan Runyon, the freshman for the Hornets, the Warriors take over at their own 30. And that appears to be Franco Rome. And he'll get a couple of yards. So Watson on the tackle, one of the outstanding linebackers on this Malvern defense. Nice little scissor action in the backfield, and that got blown up quick. And wow, laying the lumber there was Bryson White, middle linebacker.
It's one of the things you run into if you're bringing the the guy who's getting the fake from left to right, you're bringing this whole side of the defense that way also, and then you try to run right back into it. So if you don't get those blocks on that counter, if you don't get those guys trapped that are coming this way, then as we just saw, you don't get anything.
Warriors with 2 receivers to the left. Push carrots. Will roll out.
He's open.
Throws. Nice pitch and catch for a first down. That's Nick Newhart, who will get the ball up to about the 38-yard line. And over to the 42-yard line. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch. Push carriage to Newhart. Not bad coverage, Dave.
No. Great timing. Got it there before the defensive back could make the play on him. And Nick's a pretty good athlete, you know.
Now push carriage rolling to his right. Has it
go back to him
man,
again.
And that's Newhart again over midfield to the 45. That's a gain of 13. Back-to-back completions. Back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, Nick Newhart, just a sophomore, comes in 6'4", 173, 175 pounds. I mean, he's going to be a handful for somebody pretty soon.
And for Coach Kearns, what's the best thing about Nick Newhart? He's a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore.
He's only a sophomore.
You're right. And, you know, he's got the ability to play several positions.
Push carriage now hits Dodd, another sophomore, over the 40 to the 38. And the Warriors working the underneath stuff to perfection here. 3 completions in a row by push carriage. Gain of 6.
You know, that first drive, all those runs and then the counters and stuff, I think they kind of stuck the Malvern defense in to where they were able to connect on these last 3 passes.
And the Hornets are going to take a timeout to readjust. And let's look at the Hornets defense while we have a chance. They run a 3-4 defense. Defensive end, 70, Sam Foster. Defensive tackle, or nose guard, is number 73, Kyle Balsert. Defensive end, number 50, Caden Grinder. Outside linebackers, number 88, Johnny Walker. The inside linebackers are number 10, Dirk Hutchison, and 52, Bryson White. Another outside linebacker is number 12, Xavier Watson. And then the corners for Malvern. Number 11, KJ Thomas. Number 21, Tristan Phillips. And then the safeties. Strong safety, number 7, Noah Ball. And the free safety, number 5, Dylan Phillips. So that's the Hornet defense. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. 3:05 left here in the opening quarter. Rome has it. Gets a block, spins out of a would-be tackle, and should have the first down, I do believe, around the 35-yard line. So there. Rome will be just short, and in fact, he'll lose a little yardage.
I was just informed that, were we saying Nate Newhart?
No, Nick.
I thought we said Nick.
Yeah.
But his sister just said
that
it's
we
coming
know.
across as Nate on the thing. So I said, I don't know.
Rome keeps it 4th down, still chugging, and I think he will have the first down.
She may be right because she knows how I am with names anyway. So.
No, we're saying Nick Newhart. We know Nick. And let's see if Rome has the first down.
He's on. It's at the line, so I think he's got it.
Yes, he does. So Eagle Eye Dave up here can see it.
Malvern wants a measurement, but the stick back here on the 45 is right on the 45.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Malvern wants a measurement, but And they are going to get one here. So this is a big measurement coming up. This is Buckeye Trail's second possession. They turned the ball over on downs down at the 5-yard line.
5, yeah.
And after the 64-yard touchdown pass, Hutchison deceivers, Warriors looking to answer the Malvern score. So they're going to pull it, and boy, it is close. Wow, he does not have it credit.
This chain is right on the line.
Yeah.
The ball's on the line.
Wow, but give Malvern's head coach, Matt Churko,
Yeah.
in his third year, a lot of credit. They knew it was close. They asked for the measurement, and the Warriors, for the second time, are turned away 4th in inches. Wow. So now, Hutchison, empty backfield. We'll see if Moser comes in motion, and he does, and he will get the ball coming around the right end. Payton with the tackle, along with push carriage coming up from the safety position.
Yeah, Austin Payton did a good job. He kept contained and played off the block and then made the tackle. We didn't get any pursuit from the inside to get there before he could get him.
Malser with a gain. Close to 7 yards on that. Hutchison keeps it. Turns the corner, and he will get the first down across the 45 to about the 49-yard line. Snodgrass on the tackle for the Warriors, but not before Malvern picks up a first down, and looks like the Hornets starting to find a little offensive rhythm here. Of course, a 64-yard touchdown pass will always help. Hutchison keeps it and will get to the 45-yard line, a gain of 6.
Great read by the senior quarterback on that, wasn't it? Put that ball in there and just about pulled it right as the running back was getting tackled.
Hutchison gets 6, and Moser, he got drilled by Shepard. With a nice read by Hutchison. Pistol formation. Moser gets it here. He's got running room. Oh, maybe a touchdown-saving tackle there by Bates. Blake Bates, the 6'3", 161-pound senior, saved a touchdown there because Moser was gone if he broke that tackle. And Malvern, they'll choose to run out the clock here in an entertaining first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here from Old Washington, your score, Malvern 6, Buckeye Trail 0. We'll take a timeout and be back for second quarter action. Welcome back to the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. After one quarter of play, Malvern with the 6-0 lead. Two evenly matched football teams, two teams that have had wild, high-scoring shootouts the past 2 years, both won by the Warriors, but they trail here. Hutchison keeps it, 30, to about the 22, 23-yard line. Bates with the tackle for Buckeye Trail. Hutchison, he is a magician with the football. He does a great job reading with the run-pass option. And that is a first down, so they'll have to wait and let the chain game get set. Moser squirts through just past 20 for about a gain of 4. Burris on the tackle. And Dave, the Malvern offensive line, small, they run a zone blocking scheme and creating the gaps as Hutchison throws. He's got a man.
Looks like another first down.
Is that Severs again?
Yep.
Yes. And that will be another first down. And the Warrior defense a little bit back on their heels. 3 receivers to the left. Pistol formation. Moser has it, and he gets drilled by Dakota Milliken.
Yes.
Milliken, 5'11", 264-pound junior. So it'll be second down. Loss of 3. And we've got an update after this play. Hutchison keeps it, gets down. Gain of about 4. So this is a third down at the 10-yard line. And Dave, a big game.
You know, the Malvern is doing a good job, their offensive lineman, getting to the second level because Trail has a guy on that dive every time.
Hutchison looking to the end zone. Pass intended for Severs, defended by Bates. So it'll be fourth down, and we expect Malvern to go for it. A big game in the MVL, Meadowbrook and New Lex doing battle. And KGP correspondent, Darren McCullough, says the Meadowbrook Colts, a Singleton 16-yard touchdown run and 2-point conversion pass to Todd has given Meadowbrook an 8-0 lead. Hutchison looking under pressure. Rose to the left, got a man in the end zone. He's got it, touchdown. And I believe that is
number 8.
Severs again.
Is that who it is?
And the Hornets are again on the scoreboard.
So, wow,
Yeah,
was that
number
about
9,
a
yep.
10-yard touchdown pass?
Yep, sure was.
And again, Hutchison keeping the play alive with his feet, and it's just hard to cover people that long.
Like I said, their offensive line's really starting to gel. You know, I mean, they're giving him enough time that he can just sit back there and find somebody when they work open.
Hornets going for 2. Hutchison looks to keep it, and he slips, or he would have probably got the 2-point conversion. So the Warriors catch a break there. Austin Payton and to help with the tackle. So now 9:35 left here in the second quarter, and Malvern, back-to-back touchdowns, have opened up a 12-0 lead over the Warriors. We'll take a timeout, hear from our sponsors, and be right back. Welcome back to Old Washington. Dave Holdren, Tom Strasser, bringing you tonight's exciting game between Malvern and Buckeye Trail, and it's Malvern. 2 touchdown passes by Dirk Hutchison, both deceivers, has given Malvern the lead. Runyon squib kick is picked up by Bates, and he will be thrown down. Wow. Get to the 15, and there's a flag. We'll see what the penalty is. And that tackle was with authority. That was KJ Thomas. We'll see if the tackle came after the whistle. Or could there be 2 penalties? First one's holding by the Warriors.
Holding penalty against Buckeye Trail during the
That's it.
return.
And that's it.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. That's where Buckeye Trail will take over.
So Runyon,
First and 10.
the freshman for Malvern, he's had 2 nice squib kicks to pin the Warriors back, in the penalty will spot the ball at about the 17-yard line. So the Warriors have to cover a lot of real estate here on this drive. Push carriage. So man in motion. Cross back to Rome. And he will be tackled by Watson at about the 19.
Xavier Watson gaining about 3, second down.
Xavier Watson, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. The Rome, a gain of 3. Second and 10. Ball at the 20. Again, Rome in motion.
Same play the other way.
But now it's going to come back to Shane Smith,
Smith, the ball carrier, gain of 2, tackled by Bryson White.
and he'll get about 2 yards. White on the tackle for Malvern. 3rd down and 5. We don't want to overhype plays, but this is a big play right here.
Sure is.
The way Malvern's got it going offensively, up 2 scores. Warriors don't want to give it back on the 3 and out. Push carriage, rolling.
Oh, he's got him deep.
And he is going to be sacked.
By number 1, Adam Mosier.
And that's Adam Moser. Comes in with the sack, and you're right,
He
Moser.
had Tyler Dodd. He had Tyler Dodd deep. But there was nobody with him.
But push carriage did not have time to set and deliver the football. So Moser with the first sack of the game for Malvern. And Franco Rome will go back to punt the football for Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, barring a fumble on this, Malvern again's they're gonna have great field position. They're gonna, have it inside the 40, I would say.
Rome kicks it. It hits at the 32, gets a nice bounce to about the 39-yard line. But you're right, Malvern in automatic 4-down territory from here.
And plenty of time on the clock, 7.5 minutes to go.
So see what the Warrior defense can do here. Dave, last week against TCC when Buckeye Trail held TCC the 0 for 6 on 3rd down conversion, 0 for 5 on 4th down conversion. The Warriors with 4 sacks, they blitzed a good bit. They have not blitzed, I don't think, tonight too many times. Hutchison keeps it, and he's got running room to about the 31-yard line. Snodgrass runs him out of bounds.
Snodgrass on the tackle, 2nd down.
Yeah, we need, Buckeye Trail may need to send a linebacker once in a while.
So it'll be 2nd down and 3.
Because there's not really, the outside backers on the wide side have flats.
Hutchison keeps it up the middle, and he'll be close to the 1st down. I think
Hutchison again, the ball carrier.
we'll see where they spot it.
Tackle by Snodgrass, 1st down, Malvern.
They're going to give him the 1st down after the Snodgrass tackle. pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right. Hutchison, Rose looking that way, still looking, throws it, and it is incomplete. I believe that was looking for Severs again.
No, they gave him catch. To him.
Oh, they did give it to him. Okay.
Yes. Bring up 3rd and 1. Or maybe a 3rd and a long 2. Second, excuse me.
Yeah, by the reaction, you couldn't tell if he caught it from our vantage point. But nice catch by Severs. He has been the go-to receiver tonight. Moser gets inside 20. We'll see if that is another first down for Malvern. Milliken on the tackle for the Warriors.
So they can run the ball twice here, 3rd and inches, because the clock's not a factor. You know.
And Hutchison will keep it, try to break outside, and he'll get the first down. Shane Smith, I believe, on the tackle. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 18. At New Lexington, Meadowbrook on the board again. They touchdown pass Singleton to McManaway, and Meadowbrook leads New Lex 14-0. So we try to keep you abreast of some of the local scores and games in our area. Hutchison drops back, looks over the middle. He's got a man.
Dropped it. Broken up. Who broke that up?
Was that Bates?
3.
Yeah,
Bates.
that was Bates.
Yes.
That was close. And it looked like, was that, I think that was Severs again.
I believe you're right.
So again, Severs, the lone receiver to the right, 3 to the left. And Hutchison keeps it. And and David looked like Moser on the fake handoff, went up through the hole. He got about 4 yards and turned around and was wondering why he didn't get it. Hutchison kept it there, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. I tell you, you got to be on your P's and Q's with Hutchison and his ball handling ability. Drops back. Here's some pressure. Throws it in the end zone. It is incomplete. And the Warriors brought some pressure there.
Pressure on him that time.
Yeah, good coverage for the Warriors. And that was Blake Bates.
Yeah, that was a big play on defense, to keep it at, 4th and 12 now.
But I tell you, you look, Malvern, they've converted.
Or 4th and 8, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they've converted on the couple of 3rd and long plays tonight. Hutchison, under pressure, throws. It's going to be knocked down or intercepted. No, he caught it.
Oh, he took it from him, didn't he?
Wow, Noah Ball
What a play.
went up, him and Franco Rome. It was a jump ball. And Ball comes down with it. 6'4",
Well, there's
180.
your difference.
There's your
And Franco,
difference, yes.
Franco Rome had the inside position. It comes down to a basketball play, boxing him out, but the ball was just that much taller and longer of reach.
Rome at 5'10", great coverage, but Hutchison just threw it up, and Ball went up to get it. That is his second catch of the night. And just like that, Malvern up 18-0, going for 2. Hutchison will be stopped short. So 5:26 left here in the first half in Malvern. They have got their offense rolling as they lead the Buckeye Trail Warriors. Your score, Malvern 18, Buckeye Trail 0. We'll take a timeout after we hear from our sponsors. Welcome back to the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. If you're just now joining us on KGP TV, on Facebook and YouTube, first of all, where have you been and what have you missed? Dirk Hutchison, 64-yard touchdown pass. The Seavers, a Hutchison 10-yard touchdown pass to Seavers, and just now on fourth down, a 15-yard touchdown pass to Ball, 18-0 Malvern. And a nice return by Franco Rome. So the Warriors with some pretty good field position here, down 3 scores, Dave.
Yeah, that was a great return. Get them out almost to the 40-yard lines, over 5 minutes to go. So let's see if the Warriors can put something together here to get back in this.
So see, Warriors facing some adversity here. Boy, they could really use a score here. Remember, the Warriors will get the ball to start the second half. Rome breaks a couple of tackles, spins out to the 50, to the 49-yard line. That will be a gain of 12. But Dave, how big is this? If the Warriors can run the clock down, get a touchdown, they will get the ball to start the second half. They have a chance to get 2 possessions and get right back in this.
And they'll have the momentum. You know, they'll feel better about themselves for sure.
Yeah. Boy, Rome runs hard. Rome, 5'10", 167-pound junior. But he runs in between the tackles and is a lot stronger than you would think at 167.
Yeah, he's got a lot of heart. You know, he plays hard.
And one of the top basketball players in the IVC as well. Pushkarich rolling out, looking, he's got a man, and he gets it to Smith. Smith turns the corner, 45 inside the 35, down to the 34. So about a 14-yard completion. Pushkarich to Shane Smith. Tyler Dodd comes in. Pushkarich gets everybody set. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Pushkarich looking. Going deep. Intended for Nick Newhart, but just over his outstretched hands.
That was a well-thrown ball.
Yes, it was.
He put it where he needed to. I mean, if Nick wasn't going to get it, no one else was.
And, Dave, you got to add on the degree of difficulty. Who was on the coverage there? Noah Ball, who is 6'4" as well.
Yeah.
So not a lot of room for Pushkarich to get that in, but a nice throw. There's a pass to Tyler Dodd. So under 4 minutes. Davis on the tackle for the Hornets. 3rd down and 4, ball at the 34-yard line. And definitely 4-down territory for the Warriors. See what they elect to do. 2 receivers to the right. Dodd and Newhart.
Defense, encroachment.
And that's all sides. That
That'll
will be a first down.
Am I the only one that calls that encroachment still? Did they change that?
Oh, yeah. I know that's one of your favorite plays in football, the 5-yard encroachment call. So we'll go with it, Dave. And you know what? There has not been a lot of penalties tonight.
No.
Push carriage.
Nice
Gives
cut.
it to Rome, and
Made a nice cut back against the grain there. You know, he sees what's in front of him really well.
yeah, and it looked like that was Bryson White again. White, a 6'3", 235-pound junior. Malvern has a lot of juniors out there on the field. So they got a lot coming back next year, but you lose Hutchison and Moser. And that's 2 huge losses. So the Warriors, 2nd down and 6, being very patient. They may let the play clock run down and take a timeout. So we'll keep it here. They've 2:37 left. Buckeye Trail, 2nd and 6. Ball at the 17. They can get a touchdown here and try to get to the locker room down 18-6. They're right back in this. Or 18-8.
Yes. Yeah, they need to get on the board here.
So we mentioned Meadowbrook leading New Legs 14-0. We'll try to find some other scores. Hey, big game not too far from here. Cambridge and Shenandoah doing battle tonight. A couple of Mount Union grads. John Glenn leads Riverview 21-0 in the first quarter. Cambridge, wow, up 28-0 over the undefeated Zeps in the second quarter. We mentioned 2 Mount Union grads. Ray Leake, coach of the Bobcats, and Jesse Wells of the Zeps. 2nd down and 6. Push carriage rolling out. He's got a man. That's Smith. He makes one man miss.
It's inside the 10. Another first down.
Yes.
Well, they marked it at the 10, I believe. Yeah.
And you got to like the way the Warriors kind of slow things down, using the play clock, wanting to score and not give Malvern much time. Heading to the locker room. So 1st down and goal from the 7. And it's Rome. He's got one man to beat, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Warriors. So Franco Rome takes it in from 7 yards out. And with 2:24 left here in the first half, Warriors will go for 2.
Great job of blocking on the right side there. Did anybody put a hand on him?
Yeah, just about the 2-yard line.
But it was just a hand.
Yeah, great blocking. You got to love the way the Warrior offensive line responded. Rome will keep it, and he will take it in for the 2-point conversion. 2:24 left here in the first half. Adele, Washington, and the Warriors respond after 18 unanswered points by Malvern to start the game. The Warriors within 10, 2:24 left. And we'll keep it here. Buckeye Trail will be kicking off to the Hornets, who have scored touchdowns on their last 3 possessions. Again, we want to thank you as well as our fine sponsors tonight for sponsoring this game. IVC matchup, remember? Good Lord willing, we'll be back here next Friday night, week 4, to see the Strasburg Tigers and the Buckeye Trail Warriors do battle here on KGP TV. Meadowbrook and New Lex have gone to the half. Meadowbrook pitching a shutout over a New Lex team. And partner, I believe one of your former players, the AD at New Lex, Anthony Stevens.
Anthony Stevens, point guard.
But
former point guard here at Buckeye Trail.
But back here, we just call him Stinger. There's the kick by Benson. It's a good one. Hits at the 20. It's fielded at the 15. And getting over to 30 and getting drilled at about the 33. Snodgrass with the tackle. Along with Logan Hinkle. And I believe, was that Watson who returned it for Malvern? So now the Warrior defense, Dave, they came with some heat on the last possession. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, with just over 2 minutes, it'd be interesting to see if Malvern kind of pushes the issue to try to score, if they just try to run the ball to run that clock out.
Moser gets
Colton Shepard there to meet him.
Swallowed up by Shepard. Shepard 6'5", 299.
Loss of, well, they marked that back. 5 yards? 4.
So, man, the Warriors, I'm talking about getting to the locker room. We only down 10. The Warriors maybe would like to
have one timeout still?
Yes.
Oh, they're going to throw the ball. Oh, boy. Boy, I thought that was almost picked.
Yeah, that was Payton with coverage underneath and Rome behind the intended receiver, who I believe was Sievers.
And now, Malvern stops the clock. Minute 44 left. And so, Buckeye Trail, one timeout left?
Yes. So the Warriors with a chance to get the ball back and maybe get some more points going in and then get the ball to start the second half. But a lot of ifs, and Malvern's offense has been outstanding on third down conversions. Hutchison rolling under pressure by Hinkle. He throws it, and he throws it away.
Yeah. And Hinkle drove him out of the pocket there. And, Trail had changed their defense there. They went to they were in a 3-3. Brought another defensive back in. And so with the 3-down lineman, Hinkle did a good job of getting out there.
Yeah.
From his linebacker position.
The intended receiver there was Noah Ball, comes in at 6'4". But Hutchison wisely threw that away because Franco Rome
and again,
was
that
allows
Trail to save their timeout as well.
And we'll see what kind of punt return the Warriors can get here. It's going to bounce. Nice punt. Down to about the 32-yard line. Wow, that was an outstanding punt, not only for distance, but you do not allow a return. And that punt was by Ball. It's nice to have if you're the long snapper, it's nice to have a punter at 6'4".
Yeah.
I mean, you really got to airmail one to get it over Ball's head.
Who's also a fairly good athlete.
Yes.
So you probably don't have to worry about squibbing one by him either.
Yes.
He'd probably stop that as well.
So push carriage. Drops back, looking, going up top. Ball just off the hands of Newhart, right around midfield. I tell you, push carriage throwing the ball extremely well tonight. .124 left. You know the Warriors They'd love to get the ball in number one's hands, and
There
they
it
do.
is.
Rome cuts it up, and he'll get about 4 yards. So the Warriors, they elect to save their timeout here. So there's a little confusion. So they get the play. Push carriage. Gives the handoff, and here's a first down.
First down,
That will stop the clock.
Great job by the offensive line. The Warriors, several of them driving their defender 5-10 yards down the field.
And that was Rome. So the Warriors saved their timeout. The clock will start when the ball's set. Now push carriage looking. Throws it to Newhart, and it is caught. Nick Newhart goes up and gets it at the 35-yard line. A 20-yard pass completion. Warriors returning the favor, letting their 6'4" athlete go up and make a play. That wasn't bad coverage. And the Warriors will take a timeout. We'll keep it here.
And Malvern told him he's got a 5'9" guy guarding him one-on-one down here on the bottom right now. It may go back to him.
Warrior faithful, you got the cowbell. Give it up for the football parents that did a
So 21 seconds left. The Warriors down 10. 1st and 10 at the Malvern 35. And Dave, with no timeouts, the Warriors, they pass it or anything, they've got to get the ball beyond the first down sticks, because if not, and you don't get out of bounds, the clock's is not going to stop.
No.
Any first down, the Warriors can get up and at least spike it to maybe get 3 plays. We shall see right here. Entertaining first half. And it's literally the Warriors down 18-8. It's literally been a game of inches where they had 2 scoring drives stopped inside the red zone. Push carriage looking. Going deep, throws it up, and it is intercepted. Hutchison has it with open field, and he'll get to about the 39-yard line with 8 seconds left. Pass intended, I believe. We'll see. Pass was intended for Blake Bates. As the Warriors have a player down. And Dave, there, not a bad play call. You throw it up and see, maybe you get a pass interference call, a deflection, something like that. Interception there isn't going to hurt you. So we've got a timeout. So we have a Warrior player down. And we will step aside and be back after this timeout. Okay, welcome back to Old Washington. The injured player for the Warriors, Colton Shepard, and it's great to see him up and walking off the field under his own power. So 8 seconds left now. We'll see what Malvern. They're an explosive team with playmakers and a playmaking quarterback. Do they want to take a shot here? Decent field position at the 40. You make the call, Coach Holdren.
Me?
Yeah. You're running it out?
I'm running it out. I'm not giving them a chance to pick something off and take it back.
Well, I think you're going to be right as they're going to the victory formation, and they're just going to take a knee, and that will end the first half here at Old Washington. In your score at the half, Malvern 18, Buckeye Trail 8. As we get ready for our halftime festivities, we'll get to watch and hear the Buckeye Trail Marching Band under the tutelage of Doug Hanna, as well as get some first half statistics and expertise analysis from my partner in crime, Dave Holdren, as we step aside and also hear from our fine sponsors who help make this broadcast possible here on KGP TV. Thanks for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. 18-8 Malvern. We'll step aside and be back.
The pride of Eastern Jersey County. Your 2020 Buckeye Trail Marching Warriors. Directed by Mr. Doug Hanna and flag instructor Brenda Shepard. The band's first song tonight comes from an American pop rock band, Panic at the Disco. Released in 2018 and peaked at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Here is High Hopes.
Yeah, it looked good so far. My phone died, so I didn't get... Someone, instead of messaging me about it, they at me on Twitter. They're like, I paid $20 to watch the Shenandoah game, and I'm listening to Buckeye Trail audio, and I just said, scroll down and mute the Buckeye Trail game. There's two audio.
Yeah, just it's right in.
I said, just scroll down a little bit.
That's pretty good.
I was like, I can't help you there. Or actually, I can, but...
recorded by Billie Eilish, released in 2019, reaching number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Here is Bad Guy.
You see the mic audio?
Cruisy gets it.
Our last performance of the night is a song released in 2012. This pop rock song sold more than 416,000 copies in its first week and hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was written as yet one more of her breakup songs. Here is Taylor Swift's I Knew You Were Trouble, featuring soloist Catherine Cruz.
What are you doing? Huh? Behave.
Next sauce.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a tasty one.
Good.
I'm sweating back.
Oh my God, look at him.
Welcome back to the hot seat. This is episode 3 of season 3. So this is our 3rd year doing this. Started out with just the Colts. Next year we picked up 3 or 4 schools. This year we got 3 or 4 schools again. So we're excited for this. Shout out B-Dubs for bringing these wings for these guys, providing wings for everybody. We've got some of your sauces out here too. You guys prepared for this? You know what you're getting into at all?
No,
No.
not really.
Okay, well, we're going to have a good time then. So let's start by just showing you the rules. So you've got your wings in front of you. You've got your sauces out in front of you too. We're going to start on the left-hand side. We're going to start with you, where you're going to pick a sauce. We'll start with that sauce. Next round, you'll pick a sauce, so on. Okay? Now it's going to get hot, and you don't see any milk or anything in front of you right now. So
No.
luckily, you do have saving items. There's a fridge behind you. You've got items on top. You can go with something not cold. You can go with some Pop-Tarts, a banana, some Conn's potato chips. You guys ever have those cinnamon sugar chips?
Yeah.
I would recommend breaking into those tonight. Best chips on the earth. Hands down, best chips they make. Anyway, in the fridge, there's string cheese. So we got some dairy in there. String cheese, milk. You can cure yourself with some milk. We've got yogurt. We've got Danimals. We've got Go-Gurt, which is the yogurt. And if you look in the little freezer compartment, there are ice cream bars. So you guys will be definitely good. You guys have some options. And if you can't eat dairy, there is oat milk in there. So you've got something. So let's start with Connor here. And let's introduce ourselves down the line.
I'm Connor Pushcarriage.
I'm Austin Payton.
William Kelly.
Nick Verse.
All right, and these guys are ready. They're all seniors from Buckeye Trail High School, representing Warrior Nation, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, you guys ready to get started?
Yes,
No,
sir.
no.
Not really.
All right, well, let's do it. Round 1. Go ahead and pick a sauce. What was your choice here?
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Habanero Hot Sauce.
Okay. Yep, start, and then once you get... Actually, start down with Nick, and then that way when you pass it down, I can grab it at the end, put some on my plate. Yeah, be careful not to get anything on your hands. If you do, just don't touch your face.
It smells pretty hot.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Chill out.
You gotta finish it. Yeah, you gotta drink it all.
I think there's a little drop.
It smells hot.
All
Might
right,
need to
thank you,
bust out the
sir.
fridge like quick.
Hey, that's fine. That's what it's there for. Now,
Maybe
these
a little
first
drop.
few
I'm not doing a lot.
sauces,
I'm not doing a lot.
unless you pick a real hot one, you can dip it. You can get pretty liberal with your dip, or you don't have to. That's fine. So we'll dip it. I'll count us down, and we'll get going.
Oh boy.
Little drop.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Not horrible,
No,
hopefully.
that's actually pretty good.
If it is hot, I'm sorry. You're probably not going to do too well today.
Yeah, that's not bad. at all.
But not bad. A little bit of good taste. Just a little kick.
Oh,
I'll take another dunk.
Not too bad though. So just got done with that first sauce. Not bad at all, right?
no,
Pretty
that's
good.
Pretty good.
We'll start with Nick down here. Tell us what position you play and what your favorite football memory is, if you have one.
I play left guard and right defensive end, and I don't really have a favorite football memory.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, buddy.
I played right tackle, and my favorite football memory would have to be 3rd grade, winning the championship.
All right, I play tight end, and my favorite memory would be Rogers to Rogers, December 3rd, 2015, winning against the Lions. That was so amazing.
I played quarterback and free safety. And probably in the recent years, whenever Ohio State beat Penn State, really any of them that have been close.
Football. Sorry, I ate another wing while we were waiting. I was hungry. Okay, good. Are you guys ready to move on to round
Yes.
2?
Yep.
That wasn't even bad. Like, I like that one.
That was a good one. All right, so get up there. You can walk around front, pick the sauce out.
Pick the bullet.
I'm a little nervous.
And I'll give you guys a hint as to whether or not you
Pick
can
one
figure
on the
that
left.
fridge
I was
or
gonna
not.
pick this one's blazing. But
Go for it.
one's on the left. Or
Blazing's not bad compared to some of those. So.
Welcome back to the Bill Baker Activity Complex. Here on the beautiful campus of Buckeye Trail High School, we are at the half. The Malvern Hornets, an impressive first half, leads the Buckeye Trail Warriors 18-8. I'm merely Tom Strasser. My partner in crime has gone to the facilities. Hopefully he remembers to wash his hands afterwards. So I'm going to try to boost the ratings here in his absence. We'll look at some first half stats. And first of all, kudos to the Buckeye Trail Band for their outstanding performance you got to watch under the direction of Doug Hanna. And I'll give a shout out to his lovely wife, Liz Hanna, who's listening to our broadcast tonight. Liz, have a great weekend. Here's some first half stats, courtesy of the one and only Kevin Sutton, who works for the Daily Jeffersonian and does a great job. So I want to thank Big Kev for his assistance in tonight's broadcast. Malvern, total offense first half, 190 yards, 77 yards of that rushing, 55 of those yards on the ground, courtesy of their quarterback, Dirk Hutchison. Speaking of Hutchison, pretty good in the air as well. 7 of 12 passing, 135 yards, 3 touchdowns. And leading the way receiving for Malvern is senior Trent Severs. And what has Severs done? He's got 5 catches for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. And the other touchdown went to the 6'4" junior Noah Ball, who caught a jump ball in the end zone for their 3rd touchdown. So 190 yards total offense for Malvern. For your Buckeye Trail Warriors, they have 139 yards total offense first half, 58 yards rushing, 47 of those on the ground by Franco Rome, who also accounted for the lone Warrior score, as Rome took it in for 7 yards. And as well, got the 2-point conversion. That's where we stand at 18-8 passing. Connor Pushcarriage throwing the ball extremely well. 7 of 10, 81 yards. He does have an interception, but that was kind of a Hail Mary pass at the end of the first half that was intercepted by Hutchison. So Pushcarriage throwing the ball extremely well. Nick Newhart leading the way. He has 3 catches for 42 yards. So as we get ready for the second half kickoff, and kicking off will be Runyon, who has really done a good job kicking off. Ryan Runyon is 5'7", 140-pound freshman. So, the most electrifying big man to ever come out of Cambridge, Ohio, has now joined our broadcast. As he sprinted up the bleachers, we'll give him a couple of minutes to get oxygen and get some air under him. That's Buckeye Trail. They had some air put back in their sails to close the first half and see how they can answer here. There's another short squib kick, and it's picked up by Bates. Bates turns the corner. He's got running room. 40.
He can get that block right here.
50. Cuts up, still on his feet, down to the 24-yard line. An electrifying return by the 6'3", 161-pound senior, Blake Bates, and just like that, Dave, Warriors in business to start the second half.
Oh, that's big.
Woo! So see how the Warrior offense right here. An opportunity to cash in here and make it a one-score game. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV, and thanks to our fine sponsors. Push carriage throws it out in the flats. It is completed. Franco Rome catches it, and he'll get about 4 yards. Phillips on the coverage for Malvern. Be second down. We'll call it 6.
I think we moved it back a little bit. Where they marked it looks like about 8 now.
Wow. Spots have not been kind to the Warriors, especially the 4th and inches. Smith has it, breaks a couple of tackles in the backfield, and gets back right close to the line of scrimmage.
You know what we have not seen since maybe the first 2 drives of Buckeye Trail had was push carriage running the ball. I don't, maybe, you know, I don't know if
since
he
the
tweaked
first drive,
something.
yeah.
First drive, second drive, he ran, you know, he was running the ball up the middle pretty successfully.
So the Warriors here, 3rd down and 7. You got to think Warriors thinking 4 down territory. Push carriage rolling out, looking, still looking. There's a flag, and push carriage will be knocked out of bounds.
It's going to be a hold.
And he is going to be knocked out, I believe, by Sam Foster. So now what does Malvern elect to do? They're going to accept the penalty. And good call, thinking the Warriors with 4th and about 5 would be going for it, so they would rather make it 3rd down in Morristown. So it's going to be 3rd and 23. The Warriors, they have to get the ball down to just inside the 15. Man in motion. And Rome has it. Gets a couple of nice blocks, gets down the sideline, and goes out of bounds just inside the 30. So he'll mark him at about the 28.
Picked up about 11 on that?
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and
14.
They're going to say about the 28-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 14, yeah. And Coach Kearns coming out asking the officials something. They're not, the Warrior sideline is not happy about something. I don't know if it's the spot. Yeah, it may be confusion on what down it is. It is 4th. I do believe. If that's what the conversation is about, yes, I think it is. Yes, and the officials are right. It is 4th down. So on 4th down, push carriage throwing it deep for Newhart, and it is incomplete at the goal line. So didn't miss by much there. And credit the Malvern Hornets after that big electrifying kickoff return. They are able to turn the Warriors back. And how big was that holding call, Dave? The Warriors could have had 4th and 5, but that really took them out of any scoring possibility there. So it'll be 1st down and 10. The Hornets with their first possession of the second half. leading by 10. Moser has it, and he will slip and go down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. A Snodgrass comes in to trip him up. Boy, Aiden Snodgrass has been very active from his linebacker position.
Yeah, that's what I think Trail was lacking a little bit that first half. You know, they didn't. The linebackers weren't very active, and I think a lot of that was the Malvern offensive line were getting to the linebackers. He goes down as well, slips.
Yeah, Hutchison, he may have tripped. Phillips came in motion. I don't know if he tripped over his leg or not. But now the Warriors have another opportunity to force a 3-and-out, and that has not happened too many times tonight. 3rd down, 13. Ball back at the 27-yard line.
Well, I think I'd send Logan Hinkle up the middle on this.
So 3 receivers to the left. Pistol formation. Hutchison rolling out to the right under pressure. Throws it. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Ball. Nice coverage there by Newhart.
Nick Newhart.
And so good pressure again. The Warriors bringing a blitz package there. And Ball will punt the football for Malvern. And going back to his, close to his 40, will be Franco Rome. So that was a big 3-and-out. Ooh, high snap, ball at 6'4".
Yeah.
Rome with a chance to return this. Makes one man miss. 2 people, 3. Cuts it up, and he's across the 50. And wow, who made the tackle there? That may be Watson. If that's number 12 for Malvern, because if he doesn't make that tackle, Franco is probably still running.
It's a defensive tackle up on the top, made the tackle.
I think that is Watson. Linebacker. All right. There's a push carriage. He will get to about the 40.
I just mentioned that just the last drive, you know, that he hadn't carried the ball since early in the first quarter.
So
after several big gains early.
The Warriors not able to capitalize on the big kickoff return. Will try now to capitalize off the big punt return. 2nd and 4. Push carriage. Throws it out. It's completed. DeFranco Rome. And he will get to the 30. That'll be a 1st down. And Dave, anytime you can get Franco Rome in space, you get him the football.
Yeah. Yeah, because it appears that, he's going to make somebody miss. He's going to make he's going to make the first guy, miss the tackle, and then you don't know what's going to happen.
Push carriage keeps it up the middle, and he will be pushed back.
62.
Lonnie Walker with the tackle.
2nd down.
So Johnny Walker, 5'8", 145-pound junior. Blitzing from his linebacking position. Nearing the 8-minute mark. Warriors down 10, but threatening. Pass is completed. Shane Smith has it. He's driven out of bounds by Phillips. Gain of about 4. And again, Dave, 4-down territory. But as good as this Malvern defense has played, come up with stops when they've needed. You would love to try to cash in here. Push carriage, keeps it. And that was a big hit. That was by Watson. So give push carriage a couple of yards, and now 4th and 4. Dodd and Rome split out to the left. Push carriage looking, comes back to his right, it is intercepted. And that's ball. And still on his feet, and he'll be wrapped up at about the 42-yard line. So again, Malvern, their 4th down defense has been outstanding. 2nd turnover for the Warriors on the night.
Is that his 2nd interception?
No, Hutchison.
Hutchison
had the first one. And Dave, credit Ball there defensively. He did not buy the fake.
No.
Push carriage, pump fake to the left, came back to the right. And Ball stayed sound. And here's a tackle deep in the backfield. There's your boy, Colton Shepard.
Yeah, Logan Hinkle got to him first and drove him back a little bit and allowed Colton to come clean it up.
Yeah, Logan Hinkle, he had to come in after an injury last week. He had 2 of the Warriors' 4 sacks. So Logan Hinkle, he's a 5'6", 182-pound junior. He's been active. Pistol formation. Here's a snap that gets away. Hinkle's back there after Hutchison.
Somebody blew it dead.
Yeah, what? Oh, his knee maybe touched the ground.
Oh.
Oh, wow, that is a huge loss. And, Dave, I couldn't tell if the ball was snapped high or if the ball was snapped and Hutchison wasn't ready for it.
Because, it was up a little bit, but it appeared to still went through his hands, I thought.
Yeah.
It's hard to see from up here, some of this. I couldn't see his knee down.
Yeah. But Colton Wheeler giving us, the people watching this on live stream on YouTube and Facebook, some excellent shots of the plays that we are seeing tonight. 6:22 left. So now this is what? There's still some confusion because they blew the play dead. And how about Hutchison? I think he completed the pass.
Are they bringing the ball to the original line of scrimmage?
This will be interesting.
But they didn't blow the play dead as it was going. Until after he picked the ball up.
The play was blown dead before it started. Reports 2nd down.
Wow.
I didn't hear a whistle until after he picked up the fumble. Because I didn't think his knee was down when he picked up the fumble.
And we don't know why the play was blown dead. Hutchison over the middle. Did he catch the football?
Did.
Wow. Ball comes up with it.
In traffic.
Newhart with the big hit. That was bang, bang, and Ball was able to absorb the contact and hang on to the football. It's Newhart. They're going to say incomplete. Now, we are totally confused here. They said it was caught. What?
Yeah, I thought he landed on his back and had the ball to his chest. But a great throw, too, from Hutchison.
What? I'm sorry if we sound a little discombobulated up here.
We sound like what we're watching.
Of course, anytime you can get the word discombobulated in a broadcast, that's good for ratings. And we'll try to look at a couple of scores. Meadowbrook really rolling. They're up 34-8. As Singleton hits Todd for 44 yards, and Cambridge at the half shutting out Shenandoah 35-0. So the Bobcats with a nice bounce back. And Dave, you know what is like Cambridge? When you play someone like New Philly, especially early in the year, if you get out of the game healthy, you're good with it. And they were able to do that and still have did a lot of positive things. But New Philly, they're the real deal, but they're having a tough time tonight.
Yeah, they just scored again. They're playing Canfield, who's a very competitive football team, school, and it's 31-17 Canfield at home against New Philly in the third quarter.
And we'd like to thank KGP correspondent. Wow, they're not sure where the ball is supposed to be marked. Yeah, because it's not third down and 10. It was third and around 15. So now we're back. Okay. So Hutchison under pressure. He's going to tuck it and run it. 40. And he will get the first down. Snodgrass comes up to make the tackle. But Dave, he needed 15, and I believe he gets 17. And what more can you say about Dirk Hutchison? He is an amazing talent.
Yeah, he's got some speed, too. He can go.
Yeah, and, 6 foot, 190-pound senior.
Yeah.
But he is
size quarterback.
He is a playmaker. He will keep this one and get about 7 yards.
7 or 8. 7 probably. Right into the
burst on
right
the
into
tackle.
the teeth of the Warrior defense, right up the middle.
So now under 6 minutes, Warrior defense needs to come up with a huge play. Moser gets swallowed up after a gain of about 2. Dakota Milliken on the tackle. And Dave at 3rd and 3 with the ball at the 46, up 10. Unless they suffer a big loss, you got to think Malvern's thinking 4-down territory.
Yeah.
Hutchison will keep it.
He
doesn't get it. Who filled the hole there?
That was 33.
Snodgrass.
Yeah, Aiden Snodgrass come up from his middle linebacker position to make the play. That was a great play.
Now
4th and 2.
Yeah, this is a big call by the head coach, Matt Churko. And
I would be surprised if anyone but Hutchison ran this.
And you called it, and he's going to be stopped. No, did he?
Second ever. He did not get it. He's short.
The Warriors had him initially stopped from where they're marking it. I don't think he's got it.
No, it's short. I'm looking right down the line at it.
Dave, was that Snodgrass who came in with the initial hit? So the Warrior defense needed a big play, and they get it back to back. Colton Shepard there to clean it up. Boy, Shepard, we talked about missing the first 2 games, back for this one, and wow, what an impact he's made. So now Connor Pushkarich brings the Warrior offense out.
We're all sides up
Man
top
in motion.
At the end, it made it.
And Rome will lose 3 yards. That looked like the old scissor play, handoff to Shane Smith coming in
With
motion.
an inside handoff
cross
counter.
buck,
Yep.
a big counter. You know, we just call it 3 or 4 plays. We're bound to get one of them. Be right. So Buckeye Trail, this is their third possession of the third quarter. Their first 2 started in Malvern territory. Rome cuts up, and this one's going to be brought back, I believe, by a holding call. The initial carry, 5-yard carry by Rome. So they will accept the penalty. And the Warriors, they've had not a lot of penalties, but they've had a few holding penalties that have really hurt drives. Can they overcome this one? 2nd, 22. Warriors have to get the ball to about the 46-yard line of Malvern.
He's marking it off right now to make sure it's in the right place. Yeah.
So the Warriors, 2 receivers to the right.
Malvern coaching staff, they don't think it was marked off 10 yards from the actual
they're
spot.
going to back
yeah,
them up.
They were right again, Coach.
Yes.
You know, Coach has got a
Matt
good eye.
Jerko, yeah.
Yeah.
And his second guessing was one of the biggest plays of the game if he wasn't with us earlier. Push carriage drops back. He's got a man. It's Tyler Dodd. And he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. If you wasn't with us in the first half, what we're talking about, the Warriors on a 4th down and short ran the ball up. The officials marked it a first down at the 35-yard line of Malvern, and Coach Turco said, wait a minute, no, we want a measurement. So they brought the sticks out, and the Warriors ended up being inches short.
Yeah, and from up here, it looked like he had it because the ball, started on the line and it ended on the line. So, Franco again.
Rome gets across the 40 to about the 42, but he's a few yards short of the original line of scrimmage. So the Warriors, they haven't had to punt the ball. I think this will be their second punt of the night. I know Franco punted right at his own goal line in the first half.
Yeah, you're right. Correct.
Because, like we said, the Warriors.
Who's back deep for Malvern?
Is that
20?
Or is that Hutchison? I think it's Hutchison.
Yeah. Number 10. Is it 10?
No, that. Yes, it is Hutchison.
It's Hutchison, 10.
So 2:07 left here in the third.
That's probably a wise idea how the Warriors punted that. I mean, Franco didn't get everything he could on it. He just pooched it short, so his teammates could get down there and cover it before Hutchison could get a good shot at returning it.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us here on KGP TV, and thank our fine sponsors. If you're watching this on Facebook, as well as YouTube. 18-8, that was the score at the half. And on the sweep, that is going to be Phillips. So Tristan Phillips, 5'9", 175-pound junior for the Hornets. Gets a gain of about 3. So 2 receivers flanked out to the left as well as the right. Pistol formation. Moser has it.
No,
Hutchison kept it.
They faked the jet sweep and then faked the inside counter, and Hutchison kept it up the middle.
Oh, Dirk Hutchison got me on that one, partner.
Yeah.
he faked me out. I would have been trying to tackle Moser 10 yards downfield. And speaking of Moser, hopefully this is just a cramp, but he's coming off gingerly. So it's going to be third down
Trail
and
bringing the blitz. Oh, and he got out of that great athlete.
And he's got running room, 50, 40.
He might go all the way.
Wow.
He is going to score.
30, 20, 10.
There's a flag down. They'll bring it back.
Yeah, and there's flags everywhere.
Yeah.
There is laundry all over the field.
Boy, I like what Trail did there on that. When they just sent all the backers, and they got to him, but he's elusive.
And you see that the kind of Russian roulette, you like the blitz, but if you do come and you don't get them, it's that right there. Now, the touchdown will come off the board. And, Dave, that's one of those, as a coach, it drives you crazy because that was away from the play, and I don't think it had any impact on him scoring.
No,
it was behind the play, and
kids try to make plays and try to get involved, and but sometimes if it's in front of you, just if you want to do something, follow him in case he fumbles the ball. But you don't have to hit anybody behind him.
You're downfield. Hey, that's when it's okay to set an illegal screen or pick, just a move to get in their way. And Hutchison, that takes a touchdown off the board. We talked about Trail being hurt by a couple of big holding calls. This one's a big one that hurts the Hornets.
So now, obviously, we're going to mark it off. We're going to take the penalty back here and mark it off here. Okay, because this referee went down to the 25 and was asking the Warriors, do you want it from here? I thought, is this a trick question or what?
Remember, on the old multiple choice, they always kind of, throw one out there that you know is not the right answer. And that one was it right there. You're right. There were a couple. There were two or three flags.
Was that was on first down?
Yes.
Or they get the first down because of the run?
Yeah,
yes.
He had gotten the first down. Yeah.
Before the flag.
Well, yeah, so that's a big penalty. That takes 6 points off the board for the Hornets, who lead by 10, and Hutchison will keep it. He'll be dropped for 2 yards. Now, Dave, here's the amazing thing about Dirk Hutchison. You watch the kid that ran at least 65 yards and probably more zigging and zagging. Yeah. You would think anyone else would be, here, you run the ball the next 2 times. I can't breathe. But he just shows what a great athlete he is.
And obviously their coaching staff knows
yes.
What the kid's all about. Knows that, hey, he's fine.
Yeah, that's a compliment. It's amazing. Look at him. He still has it.
He kept it again.
And he gets about 6 yards. So he'll be 3rd and 2. But it's amazing that he can come back and look this quick and smooth.
Yeah, that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so the Warriors, 2 opportunities, 2 possessions, started off with great special team play, had the ball inside Malvern territory, but was turned away by the Hornet defense. And after 3 quarters of play, from the Bill Baker Activity Complex, your score after 3, Malvern 18. Buckeye Trail 8. We'll hear from our fine sponsors and be back for 4th quarter action. Welcome back to Old Washington. I'm merely Tom Strasser. Dave Holdren filling in for the Hall of Famer Woody Biggs, who will be back on the airwaves next week, good Lord willing. So, Woody Biggs, we look forward to having you back. And could you ask for a better man off the bench to come in and fill in for you? Moser makes one man miss, and he'll be stopped. And Dave Holdren, I'd like to take this time to give my precious 2-month-old grandbaby her first shout-out, which will be one of many as long as I'm able to be on the airwaves. So I want to give a shout-out to Hattie Faye Strasser. 2 months old. Took 6 shots yesterday and came through like a champ.
Definitely a Strasser.
Yes, you better believe it.
Today's
hey, with Greg being her dad, you can tell it's the toughness skips a generation. So
On today's my grandson's birthday. Max turns 5 today.
All right, so happy birthday,
Max.
So the punt by Ball will go down to about the 20. So again, both special teams, they've made big plays. And there's one by Ball kicking it away from Franco Rome, who could, with one punt return, could make this a one-score game.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the two teams are familiar with the personnel, and, you don't want to give Franco the ball, just like Franco, when he punted, kept it away from Hutchison.
So the Warriors with 3 receivers out to the left, single one to the right. And up the gut will be
push carriage. Franco Rome.
That was
that a direct snap?
Yes. Yeah, this is a package. The Warriors spread everybody out, and they'll direct snap at Franco, and they're going to do that again as Connor push carriage. Will spread out wide receiver to the right. Franco again has it, and he will get over the 30, or right at, so that's a first down, 10-15. And Dave, with running, with the time coming down, Warriors, is this kind of a must-score drive?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, barring that you get a turnover that you can return, or something like that. I mean,
Franco again, still on his feet, over the 40 to the 45, about a 14-yard gain.
Now, when you've seen them in the past, will they throw the ball out of this formation? Have you seen them? Have you seen Franco throw the ball?
Well, last week they only threw the ball 3 times, running it 62 times.
Oh, okay. So Nick Newhart is isolated down on the bottom, nearest to us.
Franco again up the gut, and he'll get about 6. So a little wrinkle here.
Give the Warriors offensive line some credit here. I mean, they're snapping directly to him. He's just running pretty much straight ahead and finding the hole. So they're doing a good job of opening up some lanes for him.
Again, Rome, and this time he gets tripped up in the backfield. Who came in and submarine and blew that play up?
He did.
I think that was White.
62, 52.
52.
Bryson
White.
Bryson
yes.
White, yeah.
Linebacker. He came on the run blitz.
Yeah.
So the Warriors 3rd down and 5. Under 9 minutes left. Rome looks to throw it. He's got it to Smith. He gets a block. 45-40, 30 to the 33-yard line. So that's about a 17-yard pickup.
Nice job by the trail receivers downfield blocking, too. Gave him a nice lane. Who was that, Tommy? Right, these two down here, right?
Bates and Dodd.
Okay, yep. Yeah, they did a great job there.
Rome trapped in the backfield, makes 3-4 guys
Ends
miss.
up with 7 yards
Yeah,
or so.
that would have been a 2-yard loss.
Easily.
So what a big third down conversion that was. They needed 5. They got 17 on the pass and then come back with 6 yards. Warriors very much in this game. But boy, they need a score here. Rome. And he'll be dropped. He may have lost a yard. Xavier Watson. Watson, 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. He has made some big plays. So the Warriors, 3rd down and 4. Warriors are letting the play clock. Well, looks like they may take a timeout, and they're going to.
Rome is limping.
Yeah. And it looks like
Is it just his shoe off?
may have a shoe issue. So the Warriors take a big timeout, and we'll keep it here. And Dave, I want to get your. We'll now go to our Dave Holdren inner thoughts and feelings, going decked out in your big Ohio Bobcat gear. You being a former Ohio Bobcat, with the MAC along with the Big Ten.
There are no former Ohio Bobcats, right, Colton?
Well, with the I'm surrounded.
You're surrounded. You're in a Bobcat sandwich.
Well, just wanted to ask you, with the MAC, the Big Ten not playing, hopefully things turn around. That you love college football. What's your thoughts?
Well, I was watching the other day. There were guys, talking about the MAC not playing and stuff, and they were complaining. And, they did it too soon. Well, what killed the MAC and some of those, a few of those other colleges, when the Big Ten and some of those schools initially said we're not going to play non-conference schools. Well, the MAC teams exist on those big games against Big Ten and SEC and ACC teams and stuff because of the payouts.
Yes.
Several, there was, I can't remember which MAC school it was, but one of those MAC schools was going to play Ohio State and somebody else big. They were going to lose $2 or $3 million by losing those games,
and they need those games as
right,
Buckeye Trail
to
needs,
pay the bills.
Buckeye Trail needs a big 3 yards here to keep this drive going after the push carriage run up the middle. Push carriage looking, throws. It is caught.
Yes, it is.
For the first down.
Back to what we were talking about, the MAC schools need the money. That's why they play those, the perennial powerhouses and stuff. And the Ohio States and other big-time programs, they want to play, the group of 5 schools because they want tune-ups before they get to their conference schedule. So they pay for it,
But speaking of paying for it right there, how about the pass push carriage to Rome? That was pretty good coverage, and push carriage may have shown his best fastball of the night. Rome fighting through as he will get the ball down to about the 15. Gain of 7, just under 6.5 minutes. Warriors in very much need of a touchdown as they pick up the tempo here. Rome has it. Again up the middle, still driving, and that'll be a first down. So that will stop the clock. For them to spot.
The trail line are getting off the ball well right now.
Yes.
I mean they're getting pads on pads and allowing Rome to make his moves to get through. There's contact. There's no separation right now for the Malvern defensive line.
Single wing, and Rome has it. And he'll be tackled. And Dave, why don't you give a quick shout out to the offensive line for the Warriors?
Colton Shepard, Nick Burris, Landon Koch, Dakota Milliken, and Liam Kelly.
Yes, a great job by the line on this drive. It is 2nd down and goal from the 5. In single wing, now they're going to
shift,
move to the left, and Rome will run that way up the gut.
Oh, boy.
Wow. I thought he was going to score, but did that close
Davis
and close quickly? Yeah, Payton Davis.
Payton Davis on the play.
5'9", 180-pound senior.
Okay, they're going to spread it out and run it again, right? I'm going to push carriage is back in.
Looking. Push carriage throws it back corner to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Bates. Or, excuse me, Newhart. So Newhart goes out of the end zone. Track the football, and the Warriors will take a timeout.
We'll see once again, though, if this Malvern defense comes through when they need it. They've done it several times on drives and stopped the Warriors, so they're going to try to give it another shot.
So we'll keep it here. Once again, we want to thank our fine sponsors who have made this broadcast possible here on KGP TV. Be sure to join us next Friday night. The Strasburg Tigers come to town. And the Warriors down 10, 4:50 left. Have it 4th and goal from the 4. And if the Warriors, I believe this is their 2nd timeout on this drive, if I'm correct. So they should have 1 left. And a nice timeout here because you can't save them. They need to score here. So we'll see what the Warriors elect to do. Rome to the left of push carriage. He's rolling out, gets a block by Rome, looking, throws in the end zone. It's in and out of the hands of Aiden Snodgrass. And push carriage delivered that one.
Boy, he did. He rolled left and got squared up, got his shoulders turned, and put it right where he needed to have it.
Yeah.
It was a great play.
And for Aiden Snodgrass, who has had a great game right there, he'd like to have that one back for sure, but we'll see what the Warrior defense can do here. Malvern's going to look to milk the clock. So 1st down. Hutchison will just keep it. And he'll churn for a couple of yards.
4, maybe. Close to 5.
Logan Hinkle on the tackle. Leading a host of Warriors, a gain of 5, yeah. And Hutchison, you almost got to think he's going to keep it every play.
I would think. They do a pretty good job up front as well, blocking for him. Yeah.
Hutchison keeps it going around the left end, and he'll get the 1st down and then some. Wow. And Dave, we always talk about those special running backs who seem to get stronger as the game goes along, the more carries they get. Very rarely do you say that about quarterbacks, but Hutchison, he fits that description to a T.
Yeah, I think he would actually be upset if they didn't give a call to call his play. He's a workhorse.
He's got 2 backs. Split in again, he's just going to keep it. And he'll pick up a couple yards. Push carriage. Comes up from his safety position. And you can see the Warriors safeties cheating down in the box.
They still have trail with 2 timeouts on the board.
See, I thought they used
I'm not sure.
2 on the last drive. I may be wrong, but I thought they did. When he had the shoe problem, when Franco did, I thought that was 1 timeout.
The officials, maybe the officials called it, so the shoe was off.
They may have.
Equipment.
So Hutchison doesn't get much there, and the Warriors will use a timeout. So the Warriors have 1 left, 2:52 left. Yeah, so on that play, then they would have. No, I think that was their last timeout. Yes, that was.
Yeah. Okay, because he would have had to come out.
He would, yeah. They gave the
and he
Warriors
didn't come
a timeout.
out, so
yeah.
it had to have been a Buckeye Trail timeout.
So now 3rd down and 10. Warriors have to get a stop here. And they will need a big play from their special teams as time's running out. And Dave, if the Warriors come up short in this game, you got to give Malvern a lot of credit, but the Warriors, there's just a couple of plays that were right there.
They got down 18-8, and you could. There was kind of I kind of felt like it could get away from them, and they haven't given up. They haven't given up a point since, and they've got on the board and they've had opportunities.
Yeah, they were down 18-0.
Yeah,
and then got stopped a couple of drives in the red zone, 4th and inches, and Hutchison turns the corner. He's going to be short of the first down, so the Warriors will force a punt.
And 4.
So Malvern, they'll be able to run this clock down just short of the 2-minute mark, and I wouldn't be surprised if Malvern doesn't take a timeout just to make sure they have everything blocked up front. And that's what they're going to do. And good timeout here by Matt Churko. That's Donnie Kearns, special teams coach. Johnny Jones out there. See what the Warriors will do. So the Buckeye Trail JV football team, Dave, who got a thrilling victory on Labor Day, Monday morning, as over the Cambridge Bobcats, 6-0, scored in the waning seconds. The JV team will travel the Shady side.
I wondered who won that. I saw that all over social media that they were playing, and somebody asked me if I was going out to the game, and of course, because I live in Cambridge and I teach at Buckeye Trail, and I would like to. And then I started thinking, wait, I don't think I can get into the game.
Then the sad part was you found out that both Cambridge and Buckeye Trail, neither one of them wanted you to come out and spend any time with them. But hey, the JV games, you are allowed to come out and pay.
Oh,
and
really?
watch, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I would have came. I didn't know that.
And enjoy.
Did you come out to that?
Yes, I did.
Thanks for calling, brother.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I would have came, but and then I never saw anything on the internet, as far as who won the game. So,
what a nice punt! The Warriors came after that one, but Ball able to get it off and get the row. So 1:55 left. Dave, they did not miss blocking that punt by much. But Ball didn't panic. Received the snap and got it off in time. So now Buckeye Trail with no timeouts. Remember, the clock stops when you get a first down. So we'll see what the Warriors can do here. Shotgun formation. Push carriage drops back in illegal procedure on the Warriors. And it looked like the Warriors had at least 3 goal patterns on that one. So they just called the play dead. Push carriage. Throws it.
Boy.
It's going to be incomplete. This push carriage lost his footing when he went to throw the football. Final from New Lexington. Meadowbrook defeats the Panthers 49-8. So Coach Clendenning, who we got a chance to visit on the KGP pregame show this past week, they remain undefeated. And the final from Zaresville, Cambridge over Shenandoah, 35-8. Push carriage. Hits the pass underneath. And catching that ball is Shane Smith.
This is the IVC game, right?
Yes. Tusky Valley, big over Claymont, 55-35. And John Glenn over Riverview, 37-14. Push carriage, throwing it deep. He's got a man. It is caught.
Oh, ball's
Newhart.
up. Yep. Newhart, what, we got a face mask?
We'll see. Push carriage under pressure, laid it up down the sideline, and Newhart caught it between 2 defenders. We seen the ball go flying up, and the Malvern sideline, they are livid about something. So Buckeye Trail, 1:16 left. Let's see, now they're going to have a conversation. What a throw by Push Carriage, and the catch between 2 defenders by Newhart. And here's a flag. Wow. And that came in late. That would appear to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't. I don't know where there is a lot of confusion. Speaking of confusion.
You guys make me look like I belong in the NFL officiating.
Our KGP head of officials expert Luke Hutchison is coming up to.
We should have him on the phone to be talked to when we have these things, and like they do on the NFL and college games.
Yeah, I'm sure Caleb will love this idea when I give this
Luke
at the
on
next
the phone.
meeting.
Yeah. What's going on here, Luke?
Let's go to our expert of officiating. Now, there's a personal foul. You called that face mask against Malvern.
Yeah.
Personal foul, face mask against.
So
it was crazy that the second
flag came
so
way
late yeah.
while they were talking. I thought it was a personal. I thought it was a personal foul or unsportsmanlike against Trail that somebody had said something.
Okay, now hey, I think the last flag was a sideline warning against Buckeye Trail. So there's the play counts. They'll put it at 136. I believe he went out of bounds.
So that doesn't come back offsetting if it's face mask on each team?
Yeah, no, I think it was right. I think he was out of bounds when Hassel there. They're going to leave it there. That may be what Malvern's arguing.
So maybe it was basically personal fouls on both of them after the play instead of during.
Push carriage under a blitz, gets hit as he throws the football. It's going to be incomplete. And
well, when Franco goes deep, he draws a lot of people to him. Some of these underneath guys may be where they look if they send him deep again.
But Push Carriage, he got hit low as he threw the football. Now on Sundays, that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
You can't
hit grown men like that.
Here comes the blitz. Push Carriage throws it deep. End zone, Franco. No flag. Incomplete. Ball on the coverage. And that pass was there. That was good coverage there by Ball. Again, at 6'4". Bates comes off the field, hobbling a little for the Warriors. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 27.
That'll pick up 5. Malvern defensive end. Early end. Who's it, 11? Cornerback, KJ Thomas.
Yes. So, yeah, I tell you, Malvern, they are bringing the house. See if what the Warriors do. Here comes the blitz. Pass it out to Rome. Give them some running room. And
wow,
that's a heck of a play.
It's Thomas.
Moser.
Moser, yeah. Yeah, they had a block
Moser
set up.
Came off the block and
he
made
ran
the
through
tackle.
the block.
Yeah. I tell you, Malvern, they have made some great individual plays, and this is the ball game right here, 4th and 5. So a 5-yard pickup off the corner throw.
I was going to say Franco was
it's
open.
Caught.
Nobody covered him. That's 1st down. They didn't cover him. They left him uncovered.
Yeah. And Push Carriage reached it. They came off with a corner blitz. So the Warriors with 26 seconds left.
He's there again.
Throw it for Newhart. Fade pattern.
They had Rome at the same place again, was uncovered.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. But the Warriors almost have to throw it to the end zone.
Now they've got him
because
covered.
they got two possessions. Push Carriage throws it, and it is intercepted at the goal line. To the 20, 30, 40. And that is Bryson White will take it, I believe, officially 99 yards to the house with 5 seconds left. White, the 6'3", 235-pound junior, seals the deal right here. And like we said, the Warriors, they were forced. You had to force it in the end zone because you had to have 2 possessions. So credit Malvern as they're going to come in and get a big, huge road win. Remember the past two seasons, Warriors won in overtime, I believe double overtime, 44-38. Won last year in a shootout. The extra point is up, and it's no good. So Runyon's was no good.
That was pretty impressive return
for
the big middle linebacker.
Yes.
I mean, he's a good-sized young man.
You're right. 6'3", 235. I tell you, Buckeye Trail made a lot of plays in the passing game tonight. That's something to build on. And with Roman, again, you go back, Dave, to the first half where Buckeye Trail in the red zone and got stopped twice.
Yeah.
On 2 measurements, just inches short of a 1st down. If inches away from having first down and 10 and possible 2 touchdowns the way they were running the ball.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Malvern made, like I said, Malvern made plays defensively right there again. You know, Trails with under a minute to go, threatening to score again, and Malvern comes up with a big play, and it ends up in a touchdown.
Yeah, and this game, the old proverbial game, much closer than the score indicates at 24-8. It's just, but Malvern, they came up with some big plays when they needed to. So congratulations to the Hornets as they're going to move to 3-0 on the season, and Buckeye Trail will slip to 1-2, but a chance to finish out strong.
And your Southeast Ohio Hoops player of the game, who you go with?
Yes. So,
who you go with that? The quarterback?
Yeah, so returning that kickoff for the Warriors as the game ends. That was Noah Betts. So Betts with a nice return, but that ends our game. Your final score here from the Bill Baker Activity Complex in beautiful Old Washington on the campus of Buckeye Trail High School. Sees the Malvern Hornets come in to Old Washington and get a big IVC win and puts them in the driver's seat for the IVC title. Again, we want to thank our sponsors. We'll take our last time out, and when we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Old Washington. Your final score, Malvern 24, Buckeye Trail 8. Let's hear from our sponsors one final time. Welcome back to the Bill Baker Activity Complex here at the campus of Buckeye Trail High School, where tonight in an exciting IVC showdown, the Malvern Hornets come in to Old Washington and get a 24-8 victory over the Warriors. That's how the scoring went tonight with 5:10 left in the first quarter. It was Dirk Hutchison who would find Trent Severs, his senior wide receiver, on the bomb, covering 64 yards, touchdown pass. The extra point was no good. And with 5:10 left in the first quarter, Malvern would take the early lead 6-0. That would be how the first quarter would end. And then, next possession for Malvern, it would be Dirk Hutchison. Again, he would find Severs, this time a 10-yard touchdown pass with 9:35 left in the second quarter. 2-point conversion was no good, but Malvern would stretch their lead to 12-0 on the Warriors. Then with 5:26 left in the first half, again, Dirk Hutchison, this time facing a 4th and 8 from the Warrior 15-yard line. He would hit Noah Ball, his 6'4", 180-pound junior. He on the alley-oop in the end zone. Ball's 15-yard touchdown reception would extend Malvern's lead to 18-0 with 5:26 left in the first half, as Malvern would come up short on their 2-point conversion. But then with 2:24 left in the first half, the Warriors would drive down the field and cap it off on a Franco Rome 7-yard touchdown run. And then it would be Franco Rome who would run the 2-point conversion in. And that would cut it to 18-8. And that's how the score was as we went to halftime. Then coming out in the third quarter, Buckeye Trail would get an electrifying 60-something yard kickoff return from Blake Bates, which would put them deep in Malvern territory, but Malvern would turn the Warriors away and turn them over on downs. And then Franco Rome would take a punt and take it again in the Malvern territory to the 45-yard line. But again, Malvern's defense would come up with a stop and turn the Warriors on downs again. And then with the Warriors frantic in the waning seconds, would drive down to the 5-yard line and needing to get the ball in the end zone. It would be Bryson White for the Hornets who would pick off the pass right at the goal line and return it 99 yards to the house with 5 seconds left on the clock to close out the scoring for the Hornets as they defeat Buckeye Trail 24-8. And Dave, your closing thoughts?
Well, Malvern is a very good football team, obviously. You know, they're undefeated, and you know, they've got a great quarterback. They've got some other great skill players with Hutchison and Moser and Ball.
Severs,
and
yes.
the Warriors, you know, I saw some good things from Buckeye Trail tonight, you know. They, like I said, they got down 18-0. They battled back, made a game of it. You know, if you take away the jump ball where Franco Rome was in front of Ball, if he knocks that down and you take that touchdown away, it's 12-8 on the last drive.
But Ball's 6'4",
right,
and you can't do anything there.
No.
Now.
So you know, that goes wrong. It's a one possession game on the last drive. If Franco, you know, if he's not 5'10" and the receiver's 6'4" and goes over top of him from behind, it makes a great play, obviously. But you know, I'm just saying that's how, like you said, you mentioned it. It's was a lot closer than the score indicated.
And Dave, I was impressed how Connor Pushcarriage threw the football tonight. You got to realize here's a senior, you know, starting for the first time this season, and of all years, you're going to be starting quarterback for the first time. When COVID hits, there goes all your 7-on-7 drills and timing. Yeah. You get one scrimmage and you play a half. All of that's eliminated. Then you start your career against Indian Valley, you know, a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And the Warriors didn't have to throw it last week. They made some plays in the passing game, and you can see this offense, which is centered around Franco Rome and his skills. Nick Newhart, only a sophomore, made plays. Dodd made plays. Smith made plays. So, you know, this offense starts to expound and open up more. Good things are going to happen.
And I wanted to know, as you mentioned earlier with Connor Pushcarriage, you know, when this is my first game I've seen the Warriors play this year, and they threw the ball.
Yes.
And I said something about, hey, did they throw it when Franco gets the snap? And you said, well, they only threw it 3 times last week. So, you know, he's in his first year. And last week he doesn't throw. He threw three passes the whole game.
But Dave, last week you got to realize Trail and their victory over TCC, and it's a stat I'm sure it would blow your mind. TCC had the football for 9 minutes and 49 seconds. That's the entire game.
Yeah.
So the Warriors nearly had the ball 40 of the 48 minutes. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
So you just ground and
Sure,
pound, and that's what they
I
did.
understood why, but I'm just saying,
yes.
here's a situation where last week he didn't get to throw.
Yeah.
He threw more in practices easily in one practice this week than he did
And you
in the
knew
game.
Malvern was going to gear up to try to stop Rome, who had 180 yards rushing last week, and they did that. And Trail made some plays, but like I said, you come down to 2 drives, you come up inches short, that takes points off the board, and you never know what would have happened. But, hey, credit Malvern. They won this football game.
Yes.
They made the plays. Well, as we head on out, we want to thank our producer, Colton Wheeler, behind the camera, doing a great job. Caleb Graham, as always, running things at KGP Studios. And Dave, thanks for filling in for the Woodman.
Yeah, enjoyed it anytime.
We look to have his sweet mellatones on the broadcast next week, and our fine sponsors for covering this. We look forward to seeing everybody this week on the KGP pregame show. Cambridge got a big win tonight on the road. Meadowbrook stays undefeated. Looks like they're going to possibly cruise to an MVL title in their first year. So congratulations to them as well. And we want to thank you for tuning in and watching us on KGP TV, on Facebook, and YouTube. So for Tom Strasser and the rest of the KGP family, we want to wish everyone a great weekend. Stay safe. And remember, on this 9/11 date, be sure to pause and give thanks for the ones who sacrificed their lives 19 years ago. Good night, everyone.